Your business is struggling, but luckily, I'm the business doctor and I could turn things around. I will turn your business into a multi-billion-dollar beast. Multi-billion-dollar beast empire that will have your competitors peeing their pants. They're going to be fleeing the country like that. Let's get ready to operate. Let's do this. Step one, marketing. We're gonna market the shit out of your business. We have to advertise and show what your business has to offer that no one else has. We have to sell the customer's needs and exceed their expectations every single time. We have to see what our competitors are doing and do it 1,000, a million, a billion, a gazillion times better. We have to study trends, do research, see what works, what doesn't work. We need to try new things. We need to have smart marketing on every platform imaginable. Printed media, digital media. We have to sell what we have. What are our basically benefits? What are our strengths? We need to sell that. We need to sell the customer's needs. Our game changer is knowing what the customer needs and providing that service. That's our game changer. Okay, we need to create an environment where where we create an escape for the guests, where they want to come back, not just once or twice, but bring the whole family, keep coming again. We need to get them hooked. We need to get them hooked one way or another, okay? We need to do smart research. We need to study trends. Most importantly, listen to what the customer wants. Listen to what the customer wants, because we're in business because of them. If they didn't come to our business, we wouldn't have no business. We need to listen to the customer. Do smart, effective research, marketing. Step number 2, upsell. We need to learn how to sell and, most importantly, how to upsell. Every employee in the company, if it's the CEO or if it's the person down below, way below, every employee needs to be trained on how to sell, how to upsell a product by selling the benefits of the product. Selling the benefits of the products. They're also going to be having 2 training classes each year where the employees are going to be learning how to sell a product from different people that are basically, it could be like a car salesman, a successful car salesman from different backgrounds, basically, okay? So they're going to be going to classes that's going to teach them how to be a successful salesman and knowing how to close a deal, basically, okay? So we're going to learn how to upsell, and that's how we're going to create more revenue, basically, okay? Pricing. We need to be very creative and very clever when it comes to pricing, so we can increase the prices slightly and make it harder for the guests to know what is a better deal. For example, if you have nachos that are on sale for $4, but the deluxe nachos are on sale for $6.50, and you just tell them basically, oh, there you get a little bit more nachos, you get guacamole and some sour cream or jalapenos, then you're basically selling the benefits. It's a larger, you get more, basically. So that way, that's basically just an example of how we can increase the price, how make it harder for the guests to really know how to, save money, because it's going to be like, the $4 nachos are this small, but the $6 are, just slightly larger. So we have to try to come up with very clever price increases here and there, not for everything, but for certain things, and then slowly but surely, make it hard for the customer to actually save money, and make them think, so that's what we need to do. Change. We have to change as a business. You cannot be doing the same thing over and over and over again. The guests, when they come to your business, they're going to get bored. You need to do something different music, different colored walls, need to paint something different music, different entertainment, different attractions, different promotions, different products. We need to keep it fresh. We need to keep it alive. We need to change things around, For example, if you always have the same music, it's going to be boring. You need to have maybe karaoke or dancing classes or get the guests involved in one way or another. We need to use the guests. Basically, we need to make sure the guests are using all their senses when they're inside our business. They need to be able to see something that they like. They need to be able to hear something that they like. They need to be able to taste something that they like. So we need to use all those senses that they have in order for them to spend more money and make it a new experience every single time. I'm not talking about like, breaking down a building and then building a new one. I'm just talking about, painting something different, or adding something new and exciting that's, that might not be cost that much, basically. So we need to keep evolving. We need to keep changing. If we don't change, we are going to die. We need to keep changing. Step number 5, our guests. We need to treat our guests like VIPs, go above and beyond, and treat them in a way that they've never been treated before, okay? We need to exceed their expectations. They're spending so much money when they come into our business that we need to exceed their expectations, okay? If you give someone wrong directions, that can make or break their day, okay? You don't want to have people walking from one end of the park or one of the business on a sunny day to the other side and give them wrong directions. That's gonna piss them off, and that's gonna make them mad, and that's gonna ruin their day. So they're spending so much money. So we need to have knowledgeable employees, and we need to go above and beyond what the guests are expecting, basically, okay? We need to shatter their expectations, okay? We need to basically become more than what we are right now as a unit, basically, okay? So that's what we need to do. We need to focus on our guests. If it wasn't for our guests, we wouldn't be what we are right now, and we wouldn't be growing as a business. We need to lead by example, basically, as well. We also need to treat our employees as well as VIPs, which leads to my second point. Step number 6, employees. We need to not only train our employees once they first get hired, but we need to keep coaching them along the way again and again and again and again, so they can reach their full potential and be knowledgeable about the business inside and out. We also need to have information available to them 24 hours a day about upcoming promotions, about upcoming products, about upcoming events, et cetera, et cetera. We need to have hire not just the best educated people, but also hire, and this is very important, also hire quality employees with keyword, with great attitude, okay? We need someone that's going to go above and beyond, okay? We need to hire someone that's going to go the extra mile and basically provide the best customer service that we can provide, okay? If for whatever reason an employee is not performing, then they need to be trained again. They need to be coached. They need to be, given another opportunity. After a couple opportunities, if they're still not performing, unfortunately, we would have to just let them go. Because one bad individual, one bad employee, I would say, could bring the whole business down, could bring the whole experience down, okay? And then the guests are not going to return, okay? So we need to have the best employees possible. We need to be able to mold them into productive individuals and be able to offer the best experience possible for our guests, because they're our number one. They're the reason why we're in business, basically. Step number 7, money. Okay, money is very important. So we need to basically put everything on the table. We need to figure out where our money is going, how much money do we owe, how much are we in debt, and see where we could best possibly get more investors to invest in our company. We need to do research on current and future trends, invest in alternative low-cost energy, use technology, incorporate that in our business, because technology is always there. It's always in the future. It's always evolving. Every company always, one way or another, has some type of technology that is going to make the business run smoother. So we need to have money. We need to have we need to meet up every maybe 4 or 5 times a year, get together, the CEO, the top managers, everyone together in that company, and brainstorm and come up with ways to either save money, to reduce expenses, increase profits. For example, if you have an office and you get plenty of sunshine in there, maybe it's time to turn off the lights to save on energy. Maybe you need to open up an hour later. Maybe you need to close an hour early. Maybe open on the weekends for like 4 hours, or there's different things that you could do to save money. And you also need to know where to invest your money as well. So you need to be able to have different options as well when it comes to money. Know where it's going, know how much you have. If you don't have money, don't spend what you don't have. Don't spend what you don't have, because then you're going to be in debt and you're going to be in trouble. Do not spend what you don't have, and save. You need to also save as well. Step number 8. Step number 8, growth. We need to keep growing as a company. We can't just be happy with where we are right now. We need to keep growing, keep going up. We need to basically have the right ingredients to grow successfully. So we need to know what our competitors are doing and do it a million times better. We need to know what our guests are asking for and deliver, the products that we can make our guests happy with, basically. We need to exceed their expectation, like I mentioned earlier, and set off a chain reaction where they keep coming again and again and again and again and again. So basically, that's what we need to do. So growth is very important. We need to change. We need to have growth. We need to have money. We need to have good employees. We also need, which leads to my next point, I should say, step number 9, to cross-train our employees. So basically, an employee would be able to do multiple tasks within the same type of job, basically. So if you have a clerk that's on a register, you could also teach them how to clean. You could teach them how to do inventory. You could teach them, maybe how to print out schedules. You could teach them different things, and also have them basically do different things. And also it benefits them as well, because they're going to be more knowledgeable. They can put those type of skills on the resume, for like another job in the future. And then we would also, if the employees would volunteer to be cross-trained, they would also be they would also have, basically at the end of the month, they would be given extra cash bonus, or they would be able to give other type of rewards, like a gift card, or paid time off, or things of that nature. So it would benefit the employee, because they would learn more, they'll be more knowledgeable. It would benefit the employer, because they wouldn't have to hire that many people to clean, and then to do inventory, and to do a bunch of different jobs. But again, you don't want to like overwork the employee and give them a whole bunch of tasks and then not be able to do anything. So I would say at least have them trained in like 2 different things, and then that way they'll be knowledgeable that one area. And then if someone calls out sick, they're able to do the other type of task, that they might be required to do. And then the next step would be to also, basically, when it comes down to it, we want to have a game changer. Okay, we need to listen to what the guests want. We need to basically know where the company is going. We need to have money. We need to grow as a business. We also need to offer some type of reward program for the guests, for the employees, that the more they spend, the more they work, they get bonuses, or they get rewards. So I think that's very beneficial for both the guest, the employer, the employee, and everyone in between. So we need to keep growing as a company, as a whole, and let's get things done. We need to do the things that I mentioned earlier again and again and again, and put in the time, the research, the passion, the hard work, and your business will grow at a steady, rapid rate. Now let's get to work. Let's do this. Step number 10. The happy hour special. We need to have happy hour in all the restaurants that we offer. We need to have more alcoholic beverages available, different options. We need to have different types of appetizers available as well for food. If we have leftover food from earlier in the day, maybe just put it all together, call it the chef special, and sell it at a discounted rate. Because that way we're not going to be throwing money in the trash, or throwing basically food in the trash, and it'll be a win-win situation. Where the guests, they'll purchase the food at a discounted rate, and we won't have to throw our money in the trash, basically. We need to do a lot of research, study trends. We need to have passion. We need to work hard as a group, and be, most importantly, open to new ideas, and not being scared about what people might think, being open to new ideas. And the second thing that's very important as well is we have to sell and upsell the customer's needs. We have to sell the customer's needs and exceed their expectation every single time. Every single time. And that's how you grow a business, okay?